Hey guys, it's Stella. Welcome back to my channel, Fly with Stella. Today I am adding another video onto my series, Becoming a Flight Attendant. This video is titled Flight Attendant Face-to-Face Interview Tips. If you guys didn't check out my last video, it's about image tips for the face-to-face interview. So I will link that down below. All right, let's get started. Tip number 1, make friends as soon as possible. So most airlines for the face-to-face interview are going to fly you in to their hub or their training center. So while you're on the plane, maybe look around and see if there's anybody else who might be also going to the interview, or once you get off the plane on the bus over to the training center or hub or wherever they are taking you for the interview, immediately try to make friends with as many people as you possibly can. This is gonna make the whole process and the whole day a lot more comfortable for you. Tip number 2, sit with your new friends. So once you get into the building and the area that they're gonna be interviewing you, they're gonna split you up into tables and they're gonna set you down. Sit with the people that you already made friends with. This way you're gonna be so much more comfortable. Tip number 3, encourage others in your group. So guys, it's gonna be very intimidating. You're gonna be sitting in groups, you're gonna have flight attendants, HR personnel, and recruiters kind of circling the tables and watching you guys with clipboards taking notes. They're gonna watch how you're interacting with your other group members, and they're gonna wanna see you encouraging them, working as a team. That is what they're really gonna be after. So make sure that you're encouraging your fellow group members and be genuine about it. Tip number 4, volunteer to go first at least once. You don't want to volunteer to go first every single time, but you want to volunteer at least one time to be the first person. The recruiters are all looking for this. They're looking for you to be a leader and for you to take charge. Not all the time, but once at least. Tip number 5, be your team's leader. So at some point, you guys are going to be asked to pick a representative or a spokesperson or a team leader to represent your team or your group. So at this point, you want to try to be that leader or that representative. You don't have to be overly aggressive or pushy, but try your hardest to be the team leader. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody who can lead without, being too pushy about it, but be a leader. Tip number 6, follow instructions exactly. You guys, if they tell you to stand up while you're delivering something, stand up. If they say sit down, sit down. If they say talk for no more than 2 minutes, do not ramble on. Only talk for 2 minutes. Follow every single instruction that they give you. They are judging you on this and they are watching you. Tip number 7, speak clearly and speak loud. Make sure everybody in that room can hear you. You will not have microphones. And yes, you will go to the front of the room and talk. So just make sure that you're speaking clearly, you're pronunciating all your words, and that people can hear you from the very far corner of that room. Tip number 8, make eye contact. Make sure that whoever is asking you a question or whoever you're addressing or speaking to is eye contact with you. Look at them directly in the eye. No more than a few seconds. You can look away or look at other people and address people, but make sure you're making eye contact. You're not looking up while you're talking. You're not looking down. You're not looking sideways. You're looking directly at that person or whoever you're addressing. Tip number 9. No cell phones whatsoever. If you have a cell phone, that is fine. Make sure it is on vibrate or silent or off completely. Do not check your cell phone at all throughout any of the day. Make sure that if you check your cell phone, you have excused yourself, you're in the restroom, in the stall, away from everybody watching you. No cell phones in that interview room whatsoever. And tip number 10, have fun, genuinely have fun. The recruiters, the HR personnel, other candidates, they're all gonna be there with you all day. They're gonna get a sense of who you are. So if you're not having fun, or if you're way too nervous, or you're scared, or you're timid, they're really gonna catch on to that. It's an all-day interview. It's not just a 20-minute sit-down face-to-face interview. It is an all-day group team interview. So just have fun. It goes back to tip number 1 is make friends with as many people as you possibly can. All right, guys, and this is kind of a bonus tip. This is something that I did after my interview and a lot of people did as well. Bonus tip is to get other candidates' phone numbers or social media contacts. This way, you guys can kind of keep in contact with each other and kind of see, did they email you yet? Did they call you? You guys can kind of gauge of, the process. If you get, 3 people's phone numbers, you'll know, okay guys, they emailed me, I got my contingent job offer or whatnot. But if you get other candidates' phone numbers or social media information, you guys will be able to keep in contact and you'll know exactly what's going on in the process. You won't just be sitting at home waiting, you'll kind of know. All right guys, those were my flight attendant face-to-face interview tips. This video is part of a series I'm doing called Becoming a Flight Attendant. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe below so that you can be up to date on all my videos when they come out. Thank you guys again so much.